beautiful, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Jayda and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out a new foundation and a sponge that my daughter got a hold of. And I've already used this, but I am going to be showing you guys this as well. But this is the Tarte Tinted Hydrator, and they sent me this shade Medium Tan Sand, and they sent me the Tarte High Performance Naturals Sponge. And this sponge feels so freaking soft, you guys. If you guys are interested on the look that I created here, I will link my Facebook Live down below. Just click it and you guys will see me going step by steps on how I did my eyebrows and how I did my eyeshadow. I used the Juvia's Place Nomad eyeshadow palette and it is so freaking gorgeous. It was my first time using it. So if you guys are interested on how I created that look, make sure to check out my Facebook Live. I'll link it down below and I have giveaways on there as well. So let's go in with the foundation. I am going to prep my skin and put on a primer. I will be using the Benefit Professional Primer. I did go in with a moisturizer earlier and I used the Elemis Superfood Hydration Juice. We got this in our BoxyCharm if you are a BoxyCharmer, and if you received that one, we got that in there. I've been loving that to hydrate my face. So I'm gonna go in with the primer, warm it up a little bit, and just add this right here. So I'm gonna go and wet my sponge, but this is how it looks before I wet it. It feels so soft, you guys. So I can't wait to see how big it gets. So this is how big it got. It got pretty freaking big. So I'm excited. So let's go in with the foundation. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. Okay, so what it does, this is a skincare infused formula, delivers sheer buildable coverage to help even out skin tone and minimize the appearance of imperfections for a smoother, hydrated, and healthier look. Ultra lightweight to give a naturally radiant finish that looks and feels like your skin but better. So this is good for a 12-hour wear. So I did shake it up and it does come with a seal. I'm going to remove the seal and let's just apply it like this. That's cool. I like when stuff comes like that because it's just like easy just to go. So I'm just going to bring it down. Ooh, it feels like really good and not too thick, but it feels nice. Look at that coverage. So far, so good. I just want to go in with my fingers and like finish rubbing that in because how good it feels. But I'm going to go in with your sponge and I'm just going to just blend this out all over my skin. I wanted to say face and skin. I don't know what happened there, like skin. And I'm just going to blend. It definitely does give a sheer tint, but it does give you some coverage. Cause like I know that there's coverage there cause like my skin, like look at this side compared to this side. Like you know there's some coverage there. So here's one layer, so foundation. Well, is it technically a foundation or it's tinted moisturizer? Tinted moisturizer? No tinted moisturizer. Tinted moisturizer? No tinted moisturizer. All right, this eye look I'm really loving. I'm going to go in with this side now. And I apply a good amount. Like I apply a good amount. Oh, you guys want to see up close? Hold on. So here's up close, the one layer foundation with the beauty sponge blended in. And then here's the side that I'm going to be doing with a brush. It just feels so good, you guys. Like you can just literally blend it in with your skin because it feels so hydrating. It reminds me like of an oil. That's why I think I want to blend it in with my finger because it reminds me like of an oil. And I'm just gonna finish blending it with my finger because it just feels so lightweight. I'm just gonna go lightly over with the brush just to make sure things are blended in evenly. This is how it looks with a brush, finger, sponge. Sponge definitely doesn't have that much coverage versus how I blended it in with my finger. Interesting. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more on my forehead. It does say buildable, but I feel like I'm already using so much of this. I feel like this is just going to be for like those days where you want like a light coverage, you know? And there's a lot of days where a lot of people just want like a light tint of color on their skin. Like a BB cream, you know? I'm not always a BB coverage kind of gal, but sometimes I just want my skin to look fresh and not so like much going on. I am going to see if it is buildable, so I will be going in with one more swipe. So I'm just going to blend down and then I'm gonna go with my sponge. I really like their sponge though. Their sponge is really soft. I'm really impressed with that. You definitely can see that it does build up the coverage right there. See? It's just like a little bit, but again, it's more, I can still see my skin peeking through. So yeah, the tinted hydrator. So when you're picking this up, don't think that it's going to be like a foundation, because even though I am going in with a second coat, it's not super cakey. Like, it's very light. Like, this is probably something that I would recommend to those who want their skin to still peek through, you know? So yeah, so far not bad. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look like it's settling weird or anything like that. So let's move on and let's highlight. I am going to go in with my Huda Beauty. This is the Overachiever Concealer, and this is in Granola. I really like using the shade, especially when I want the under eye to look really nice and just in your face. So I'm just going to go in, dab a little bit right there. You hear my little mamas. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this one is in Rich Cocoa. I'm just going to add that. Even though I am pretty bronze already with this tinted moisturizer, do want to go in with a little bit. Then I'm just going to blend in this concealer. I'm really impressed with the sponge. I keep saying that, but like, I really am. Like, the sponge is super duper soft. I do have to say, this tinted moisturizer is working really, really good with the concealers that I'm laying down. It's just blending everything like crema. So I'm really liking how everything blended in together. Like, look how good my skin looks. Like, everything is blended in so nice. I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty. This is in shade Blondie to set. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over. I've been wanting to use this part. And I'm just going to carve. Oh, that looks so good. It tastes really good. Look how pretty that looks. Was that mine? Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Physician Formula. This is the bronzing palette. I dropped it and it broke. But I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in the center. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I don't need to even add too much because that contour did most of the work for me. The cream contour, the concealer that I applied, did most of it for me, but I just like to go in and set it with a bronzer. I'm going to use my Physician Formula Dewy Blush. This one is in Peach. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild brush. Maracuja. Okay, I don't want to say it incorrectly. Maracuja. This is a Miracle Mist. This is a Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. And I have to say, I really like how it looks on my skin. Like, my skin looks like it's glowing. It looks good. You can still kind of see like my little like freckles and stuff. Like my little moles and stuff like that. My mole right there. You can still see it peeking through, but my skin looks good. It looks healthy. It looks glowy. It looks like I'm pregnant, you know? Like, it looks good, you know? So let's go in with the Maracuja Miracle Mist. Oh, I want to go with my fan. I want to go with my fan. Okay. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one. This is all for cosmetics. This one is Rode Drive. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Shack T38. Oh, you see how, and then like the blush that I use looks really nice and dewy too. My skin just looks like it's glowing. And I'm just going to just add a little bit right there. I'm gonna go in Morphe. This one is Bite Me. So now I'm gonna go in with the Carity, the matte. This one is Pretty Fly. I really am loving how this tinted moisturizer is looking. Like, it looks good. Like, my skin looks nice. It looks nice. It looks hydrated. It looks like my skin is like glowing, and it just looks really, really good. So I'm gonna zoom in, give you guys an up close and personal. This foundation does say it lasts 12 hours, so I'm gonna try my hardest to give it a full 12 hours. It does look like the mist gave me a little bit of a dewy finish, because at first I thought it was just a blush, but even like a little bit down here, it after like I sprayed, it gave me like a little bit of a dewy finish. But I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see. So here is my face up close. I liked how my hair looked with the headband instead of how it looks right now. But anyways, I'm going to continue my day, you guys. There's still like lots that we have to do. It is now 5:01, so I go to bed pretty late. So I'm gonna have the foundation on for a good amount of time. We are gonna go out, have a drive, pick some rocks up and stuff like that because we're going to paint them. I'll try to give you guys 2 updates so you guys can see how everything is lasting, all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Okay, so like quick update, like not even like 2 seconds. So I seen how like dewy I looked. I looked a bit too dewy, so I just went over with some Urban Decay setting powder. You guys see me use it in my other tutorial as well. If you guys didn't, I went in with my all-nighter powder right here, and I just cleaned it up a little bit right here because it was too dewy. Like that Physician Formula blush was just a little bit too dewy, and it wasn't complementing my skin as much. Like I tried to take a selfie and I was like, oh my god, like I look oily AF. So I just matted it out. I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you guys see me in the next frame and I look completely matte or something like that. It's because of that. It is now 9:20. Let me pop up my big chinky. So it is now 9:20. The foundation has been on for like 4 or 5 hours, right? I think so. I really like how everything looks. My dear Mosha. So she look at, I put her hair today. I put it back, but so I've been wearing this foundation for 4 to 5 hours and it still feels really, really good on my skin. We were out and we were driving in the car. We were just in the car the whole time, and I took some really good like up close shots of my face. I recorded it so you guys could see. That was around like 7 o'clock. I'm still going to continue to keep my face on for a little bit longer. Oh yeah? Just to see how everything holds up and everything, but so far, so good. Like I really like how it looks, and it looks so good in photos. Like the photos look so good, so I'm really, really impressed with how well this is, like how well it's doing on my face. When I was looking at the Ulta website, it said to blend in with your fingers, and you know how earlier when I applied it and I was like, I could blend this in with my fingers, and I literally did because I feel like a really nice rich oil. So when I read that, I was like, yeah, I wasn't tripping. But anyways, let me zoom in so you guys can see my face up close. And here's my face up close. Everything looks super nice, really, really good. Look at this. You can still see my skin peeking through, but it looks nice, and it looks so good like in photos. Like I said, it just looks really good. So I'm really, really impressed. I think this is going to be a foundation that I really, really like. And I don't see like any oiliness like on my face or anything. Maybe like a little bit on my nose, but nothing too much. So I'm just going to continue the rest of the night, and I'll be checking back in. Alright, it is now pretty freaking late. I've been up painting with my babies. I don't even know how I got it on my lip, but it is now 1:52 a.m. I've had the foundation on for quite some time now, so yeah. I did get a little bit of oily. I can already feel it on my skin, like especially like right here on my nose area. Everywhere else looks fine. Like I can't really complain about it too much. My freaking little ass mirror. Yeah, like not that much settling, like a little bit right here, but nothing too much. I have some faded on my nose, but it's because I touched my nose. But yeah, everywhere else it looks pretty freaking good. Don't mind the paint. I don't know why I do that. Every time someone's like, oh, you got something, I'm like, where? But yeah, the nose, a little bit of oily. Like I said, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see all up close and personal, and then I'll go in and I'll blot so you guys can see how much oil. So here it is up close. You can already see the oil like right here, but I've had the foundation on for quite some time already. But yeah, forehead looks pretty good still. Missing on my nose, but it's because I go like that a lot and doing the project with the babies and stuff. A little bit of creasing right here, but nothing too bad. So I'm going to show you guys how much oil. These are the Tatcha blotting sheets. They are pretty pricey, but they definitely work, especially if you are one who needs to blot their face throughout the day. Definitely recommend. So I'm going to show you guys. See, oil right there. Oil right there. Does that look like booty cheeks? That looks like booty cheeks. And then I'm going to get on my upper lip. See, so already blotting took away the shine. Looks good. It doesn't disturb any of your makeup or anything. Yeah, my forehead, but my forehead didn't look as shiny as my nose. But if you blot throughout the day, you're good. See? All done. This is what was left on my face, and you see now it looks good. So if I needed to blot and I still need to continue my day, it would look fine. Like, it's just, besides the nose foundation mist right there, but it would look fine, no complaints. I highly recommend this. This was really, really good. If you like BB creams, if you just want like a hint of a tint, this is amazing. You can also build it up a little bit, but not too much where it's going to look like a foundation. Your skin will still peek through. It's a tinted hydrator, so it definitely kept my face hydrated, and it definitely gave me a really nice tint. I'm definitely going to use this again. I really liked how it gave me that glow as well. It just, my skin looked really, really good. And again, it took really good photos. It just looked really, really good. I liked it. I kept looking in the mirror and I was like, oh, hey girl, what's up? And if you need that extra coverage, then go in with the full coverage concealer and you're good. You're good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this again. Really impressed. Really like it. I really like the finish it gave me. And their sponge, if you have been contemplating on whether or not to give their sponge a try, definitely give their sponge a try. It is so soft, you guys, and yeah, I'm so glad I got it. It is so freaking soft, and I love how this part right here is really easy to go and chisel out the cheekbones if needed. Really, really like it. The Miracle Mist, I would use it, especially if I want my face to give like an extra dewy. Don't go overboard with it because I can see where it can give you too much of a dewy finish, but definitely like it. Gives you a nice like hint of hydration as well. So yeah, so if you have dry skin, I think you will love this because it literally was like an oil going on my skin. It felt really good. It felt really soothing. If you have combination skin like me, just go in with a powder. Make sure you set. Go very light with this. Go very, very light with this, okay? If you have oily skin, I would recommend it just because how I had like the oil right now. Would not recommend it, especially because this did go on like a really creamy oil. So yeah, so I would recommend it to normal to dry skin and combination skin. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this tinted hydrator, foundation, moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, review. If you guys did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already to keep updating my videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!